Do you know what almost ended Mary Tyler Moore's career forever? Playing Holly Golightly in a Broadway musical version of Breakfast at Tiffany's. The show closed on Broadway after just 4 preview performances, never making it to its official opening night. Mary Tyler Moore went from being on one of the most successful television shows in history to being in one of the biggest flops in Broadway history. There is a lot to unpack here, so before we do, hi, I'm John Joseph and I'm your mom and grandma's favorite influencer because I create content about your favorite old Hollywood stars. So if you want more videos like the one you're seeing right now about Mary Tyler Moore, be sure to hit that follow button. Mary Tyler Moore's biggest dream was to be on Broadway. So getting the role of Holly Golightly in a Broadway musical version of Breakfast at Tiffany's was truly everything she could have wished for and more. But this came at a major cost. Universal Pictures did not support her going to Broadway, as this was after the massive success of the Dick Van Dyke Show, so she made a huge sacrifice to them. If they let her play Holly Golightly on Broadway, she would give up the rights to approve her pictures. Universal Pictures of course loved this idea, and so they agreed to her terms, but unfortunately for Mary, Breakfast at Tiffany's was going to be a huge Broadway disaster. In the HBO documentary Being Mary Tyler Moore, the son of the playwright went on record to say that this wasn't his father's greatest work, but because the show had Richard Chamberlain and Mary Tyler Moore, 2 of the biggest television stars, he knew it was going to sell tickets no matter what. He said that when the show opened in Philadelphia, Mary Tyler Moore was amazing, but that when the show opened in New York for previews, people were heckling, yelling things like, "Why couldn't you write a better show?" And then Mary Tyler Moore would just run off stage in between numbers, weeping in the wings. Unfortunately for the cast of Breakfast at Tiffany's on Broadway, the show would close before its official opening night. Now, to make matters worse, Truman Capote, the author of Breakfast at Tiffany's, went on record to say that he did not like the score of the musical and that he did not like its leading lady. But I'm assuming that Truman was just being a hater because when he wrote this book, he wrote it with Marilyn Monroe in mind to play Holly Golightly in the film version, and he was even a hater towards Audrey Hepburn when she got the role. So I don't think this man was ever going to be happy since Marilyn Monroe never got to play Holly Golightly. Now, in the documentary, they talk about how Mary Tyler Moore said this was a very dark time in her life. The media was criticizing her for the show's closing, saying that this is why television stars won't ever be able to make it on Broadway. And because Mary Tyler Moore had given up her right to approve her pictures, she had to go back to work in Los Angeles and basically do whatever the movie studio said to do. And to make matters worse, around this time, Mary Tyler Moore had a miscarriage and got diagnosed with diabetes. Mary said she really didn't know how she survived during this time. Eventually, Mary Tyler Moore would make one of the biggest comebacks in entertainment history after starring alongside Dick Van Dyke in an anniversary special, which ultimately is the reason that she got the Mary Tyler Moore show. And to all those haters that said television stars could never make it on Broadway, Mary Tyler Moore received a special Tony Award in 1980.